circle. So I'll be writing it around the circumference of circle or rotation along a circular path. Sorry, of a or rotation along a circular path. So till now we have learned three formulae named as v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square is equal to u square plus 2s. But in the case of circular motion, there is a bit change. While we'll be taking v as omega, that is angular velocity, final angular velocity. U is replaced by omega naught, initial angular velocity. S is replaced by theta, angular displacement, and A is replaced by alpha, angular acceleration. So I'll be writing it, and T remains the same everywhere. V is replaced by omega, U is replaced by omega naught, S is replaced by theta, while A is replaced by alpha, and T remains the same everywhere. That is time period. So by using these changes over another ones, interchanging this into the actual formula, we will be getting omega is equal to omega naught plus t, theta is equal to omega naught plus half at square, and omega square minus omega naught square is equal to 2 alpha theta. So these are the three main equation, that is equation for body moving in circular motion. Body moving in a circular motion, main equations. uh, so the main characters are theta, omega, and alpha. If we want to find if alpha is not constant, we have to use integration and differentiation to make it constant. So that's all, and I'll be starting with parameters now. Parameters. So theta, what is theta? The unit of theta is radian, and of omega it is for omega unit is about radian per second. So there is a normal tool, that is tool of basic math. So I'll be just drawing a small figure for it. So here is theta, and we have to find x and s. So for finding x is equal to r theta, while for finding s is equal to 2r sine theta o upon 2. So that's it for basic math. It's a tool from basic math. So I'll in further discussion we'll be starting with relation among linear and angular variables. Among linear and angular variables. Small figure for it, that is circle here and s. So let a particle be moving in a circle of radius r about an axis passing through center O and perpendicular to the plane. At any time, the arc length s and angle a in radians are related by s is equal to r theta. So s is equal to r theta. Differentiating with respect to time t, we will get with respect to time t, we will be getting ds upon dt is equal to r d theta upon dt, that is v is equal to r omega. Here v is linear speed and omega is angular speed of particle. Omega is equal to angular speed of particle. So it is v is equal to r omega. So while doing it, uh, dv upon dt and r is equal to d omega upon dt. So for further, dt is equal to r alpha, here at is equal to tangential acceleration of particle, tangential acceleration of particle. Alpha is equal to angular acceleration of particle. So at is always tangent to the circular path of particle with the centripetal acceleration of the particle. So AC is equal to v square upon r, and we'll be getting omega square r. So I'll be moving towards acceleration now. Accelerations. First, we'll be getting centripetal acceleration. This acceleration is due to the change in the direction of velocity and is given by equal to v square r. I'll be drawing a bit diagram for it. Okay, and r over here theta. So where v is instantaneous speed and r is the radius of the circle. This acceleration directed towards centripetal acceleration. So without centripetal force, one can't imagine circular motion. So that's it for circular motion. And now it is tangential acceleration. This acceleration is due to the change in magnitude of velocity and is given by at is equal to dv upon dt or v dv upon ds. I'll be drawing a small diagram for it also. So it is center, and here's AC, center O and R, where the distance travel along the circle. This acceleration is directed along the tangent, so it is also it is known as tangential acceleration. Now, net acceleration. What net acceleration actually is sum of centripetal and centrifugal acceleration. So there is a formula for it. I'll be writing it. Net is equal to AT plus AC. So vectorial sum plus vectorial sum a centripetal. So this is the formula for net acceleration. It is actually a sum of centripetal and centrifugal acceleration. Sum of centripetal and centrifugal acceleration. Now I'll be moving towards angular acceleration. Angular acceleration is denoted by alpha. Its unit is radian per second square. Unit is radian per second square. So formula for it is alpha is equal to d omega upon dt is equal to d square theta upon dt square. So alpha can be theta if angular speed velocity is constant, and it is basically a vector quantity, and its unit is radian per second square. So this is for angular acceleration. And the most important things which one should know about these things are s is equal to r theta, v is equal to r omega, at is equal to alpha r. These are a bit similar, but one should remember this. Now I'll be starting with frequency and time. I'll just tell it with a small diagram and an example. So here it is. Just one can imagine this A as tennis ball or a leather ball. So what's the difference between frequency and time? Is frequency is how many cycle, the number of cycle a ball takes in a second, and how many cycle, and time is how many cycle will be completed in a second. So formula for them are t is equal to 1f and f is equal to 1 upon t. So this is for frequency and time. Frequency is how many cycle will be completed in a second, and how many cycles will be no, sorry, how many cycles will take place in a second and how many cycle will be completed in a second, that is time. uh, so further, dynamics of cm. So first it is dynamics of cm, that is circular motion, conical pendulum. Conical pendulum. It is x. We'll be taking this as x. This is L. This is theta, and geometrically, this will be theta. So I'll be just drawing a free body diagram for it. It is F is equal to F cos theta, F sin theta, mg, and F cos theta. So we'll be getting tan theta is equal to v square rg, and further we'll be getting root rg tan theta. So that's it for dynamics of for conical pendulum. Now I'll be starting with death well. Here the block is in contact with a vertical wall and moving in horizontal circle. So I'll just draw a diagram. It is a death well, a cylinder. It is a car or a bike or an block or a block, mg, and this is f. So I'll be just telling about it. Here the block is in contact with vertical wall and moving in horizontal circle. The normal contact force provides necessary centripetal force where friction balances the weight. Friction balances the weight. This is important. So n is equal to mv square upon r is equal to m omega r. It is 1, and f is equal to mg. It is 2. So by dividing it, we'll be getting n upon f is equal to v square rg. V is equal to root rg upon rgn upon f. So for v to be minimum, f must be maximum. F, so f max is equal to mu upon n. V minimum is equal to root rg upon mu. So this is that wall. Uh, that's it. Then this is a block. Here's the block is in contact with a vertical wall and moving in a horizontal circle. The normal contact force provides necessary centripetal force where friction balances the weight, and we'll be getting v minimum is equal to root rg upon mu. So now
मुझे एक चीज बताएंगे कि ये अगर फ्रिक्शन नहीं होता तो क्या डेथ बेल काम करता?
नहीं सर, नहीं कर पाता.
सही है, आगे बढ़िए.
So now banking of roads. Friction is not a reliable force at circular turn if high speed and sharp turns are involved. Uh, sometimes it may occur. I'll just draw a small diagram for it. Guess, suppose it is a bike or a car. So n cos theta, n and n sine theta. It is mg and theta. Suppose that block is a car or a bike. So vertical direction is n cos theta n cos theta is equal to mg. N cos theta is equal to mg. Horizontal direction n sine theta is equal to mv square upon r. This is 1, and n sine theta is equal to mv square upon r. This is 2. So we will be getting after dividing this, that tan theta is equal to v square upon rg, where theta is the angle of banking. Theta is angle of banking. So there are some typical conditions for it. Friction is downward if uh, v is greater than rg tan theta, and friction is upward if v is smaller than rg tan theta. V is equal to rg tan theta if friction is zero, and friction is upward if vehicle is at rest. So v is equal to zero. So this is banking of roads. Now vertical circular motion, VCM. So first, complete and if u is less than root 5 gr, then these circumstances occurred. So string will detach if t is equal to 0. So third one is oscillation. Oscillation occurs when t is not equal to 0, that is tension is not equal to 0. So I will be drawing a diagram for it. V is equal to 0 and u is less than and equal to less than or equal to 2 gr. So oscillation occurs generally because t is not equal to 0. So that's it for oscillations. And now I'll be moving towards a motion on a semi-spherical bowl. So here it is. If we take it as block A, one will observe that while moving from top to bottom, we'll see that if A moves towards downward, it will detach from bowl at point here that we'll be naming it B. So I'll just draw free radius for point B. So here it is, and n is n normal reaction plus mv square upon r, and here mg sine theta upon mg, and here mg cos theta. Okay, so now Ta upon Ta is equal to Tb. Ta is total energy of A and total energy of B, Ta and Tb. So 2 mgr is equal to 2 mg r cos theta plus mv b square. So further, vb square is equal to 2gr minus r cos theta. And while further solve, we will be getting n is equal to m 2gr minus r cos theta minus mg cos theta upon r. So n is equal to 3 mg cos theta minus 2 mg. So that's it for semicircular bowl from my side, semi-spherical bowl from my side. So it is bit weird. This is biology NCERT fingertips, which I have used as a weight. This is my handshake, and below that my notebook where I've solved everything. It is just a thing where we store some grains, and I've taken it from mom without permission, unfortunately. Sir, ये cut कर दीजिए, sorry. So this is my setup. It is bit weird. This is my handset, and below it I have kept a notebook where I've solved everything. This is just a thing where we store grains generally, and it is my biology fingertips. It I have used as a weight so that which can handle this rod and handset or mobile together, and it was not easy for me to make it stand thereby. So I've used weight and uh, something I've done a camera setup bit weird, but it is usable. So that's it. This is my setup.